Have you ever wondered how life can change in an instant due to death or an unexpected divorce? Life, as we know, is a series of unexpected events. Some of these events are joyous, like the birth of a child or a long-awaited promotion. Others, however, can flip our world upside down in an instant. Two such life-altering events are death and unexpected divorce. Now, these are not topics that we casually discuss over a cup of coffee. They are heavy, they are real, and they can bring a profound impact on our lives. But it's important that we talk about them, because the more we talk, the more we understand, and the better we can navigate these unforeseen impacts. Take death, for example. It's an inevitable part of life. We all know that one day we will lose our loved ones, and one day we too will depart from this world. I have experienced this harsh reality firsthand. I have lost 6 siblings and both my parents. Each loss was a heart-wrenching experience, a reminder of the fragility of life. But with death, as harsh as it may sound, there comes a certain closure. We grieve, we mourn, we miss our loved ones, but eventually we find a way to move forward. With time, we learn to live with the void, cherishing the memories we have of those who are no longer with us. Now let's talk about the other life-altering event, an unexpected divorce. By unexpected, I mean when a couple appears happily married, but one of them succumbs to temptation, leading to the end of the marriage. This is a different kind of loss, a different kind of pain. Unlike death, with an unexpected divorce, there's always a lingering why or how. The closure isn't as clear-cut. The heartache is accompanied by a sense of betrayal, a loss of trust. It's a different journey altogether, one that leaves you questioning everything you thought you knew about your relationship. Death is inevitable, it's a part of life we can't escape, but an unexpected divorce? That's a whole other story. The emotional journey that follows death and divorce is a tumultuous one, filled with peaks and valleys. When death knocks on our door, it often brings with it a profound sadness that permeates every corner of our lives. It's like a shadow that follows us, looming and unshakable. We might find ourselves grappling with an anger that burns bright and fierce, directed at the unfairness of life, at the universe for taking away someone we held dear. Yet, in the face of this darkness, there is a glimmer of light. The human spirit is resilient, and as time passes, we come to accept the reality of our loss. Acceptance isn't about forgetting or moving on. It's about acknowledging the pain and learning to live with it. It's about carrying the memories of our loved ones in our hearts, letting their legacy inspire us and guide us on our journey. Now let's shift gears and delve into the emotional voyage that accompanies an unexpected divorce. Here, the emotions are different, yet equally intense. Betrayal is the first companion on this journey, a bitter pill that leaves a taste of disillusionment. The trust that was once the bedrock of the relationship crumbles, leaving in its wake a torrent of confusion and pain. The questions of why and how buzz incessantly in our minds, like bees around a honeypot. Why did this happen? How did we get here? These questions, while natural, can often amplify the pain, making the healing process that much harder. However, it's important to remember that just like with death, the emotions that follow an unexpected divorce are not permanent. They are but stepping stones on the path to healing, to rediscovering our strength and our sense of self. The emotional toll of death and divorce is immense, but it's through these experiences that we find our strength. So, as we navigate these stormy seas, let's remember to be kind to ourselves, to allow ourselves to feel, to grieve, and ultimately to heal. Acceptance is a crucial part of the healing process. But how do we accept something as devastating as death or an unexpected divorce? Let's take a moment to reflect on this. Acceptance, in its truest form, is arguably one of the most challenging obstacles we face when dealing with profound loss. It's a struggle, a tug-of-war between our hearts and our minds. My journey toward acceptance wasn't easy. I remember the heartache I felt after losing 6 of my siblings and both my parents. I remember the shock, the disbelief, the denial that they were gone. But eventually I found myself at a crossroads. I had to make a choice, to remain in my grief or find a way to move forward. I chose the latter. I chose to accept. Acceptance for me wasn't about forgetting my loved ones or the memories we shared. It was about acknowledging the reality of their absence. It was about understanding that while their physical presence was gone, their spirit lived on in me, in the lessons they taught me, in the love they showed me. Then came the unexpected end of my marriage. The betrayal, the confusion, the question of why or how echoing in my mind. Acceptance here looked different. It was about accepting that sometimes people change and that it's okay to let go. It was about acknowledging my worth and understanding that I deserved better. You see, acceptance is not a destination, it's a journey. It's a continuous process of understanding and coming to terms with our realities. And while it may be painful, it can also lead to personal growth. It can make us stronger, wiser, and more resilient. In the end, acceptance isn't about forgetting our past. It's about embracing our present. It's about acknowledging our pain but also recognizing our potential to heal. It's about understanding that no matter how devastating our losses may be, life must go on. Acceptance doesn't mean forgetting. It means understanding that life must go on. Resilience is not about bouncing back immediately. It's about learning to live with the pain. As we delve into the power of resilience, it's essential to understand that it's not a quick fix or a magical cure. It's a process, a journey that unfolds gradually in the face of adversity, such as the death of a loved one or a sudden divorce. Resilience is that inner strength that allows you to adapt and grow in the midst of life's significant challenges. It's about standing firm in the face of grief, embracing the pain, and using it as a stepping stone towards a stronger self. Personal experiences, as heart-wrenching and life-altering as they may be, have the capacity to shape us. They can either break us, or they can make us stronger. In the throes of loss or an unexpected divorce, resilience is that invisible shield that helps us stand tall, even when our world is falling apart. In my own life, the loss of my 6 siblings and both parents and the shock of an unexpected divorce have indeed been overwhelming. Yet it was these very experiences that allowed me to discover my resilience. The pain, the grief, the questions of why and how, they all led to a deeper understanding of my inner strength and the capacity to endure. In dealing with death, the finality of it brings a form of closure, allowing the process of healing to begin. An unexpected divorce, on the other hand, often leaves us grappling with unanswered questions. But resilience helps us to navigate these murky waters. It teaches us to live with the pain, to accept it as part of our journey, and to use it to fuel our growth. Remember, resilience doesn't mean forgetting or moving on in haste. It means acknowledging your pain, giving yourself the permission to grieve, and then gradually finding ways to live with it, to grow from it. And so, as we face adversities in life, we often find that we are stronger than we think. We learn to bend and not break. We learn to rise from the ashes. In the face of adversity, we realize how resilient we truly are. Life after death and divorce is never the same, but it's up to us to make the most of the life we have left. The journey forward, after such life-altering events, is far from easy. It's a path strewn with challenges, but also with moments of unexpected grace and resilience. In my own life, I found that the road to recovery was paved with moments of intense sadness, but also with moments of profound growth and understanding. I remember the first time I laughed after my sister's death. It felt like a betrayal. Yet over time, I realized that each laugh, each moment of joy, didn't take away from the love I had for her. It was merely a sign that life was moving on, as it inevitably does. And after my unexpected divorce, I found myself questioning everything I thought I knew about love and trust. It took time to rebuild those foundations, to learn to trust again, not just others, but myself. But in these moments of despair, I found strength, not just within myself, but in those around me. My support system, friends, family, even kind strangers, reminded me that I was not alone. Their compassion and understanding helped me navigate through and eventually emerge from the fog of grief. Moving on doesn't mean forgetting or disregarding the past. It means acknowledging the pain, but also recognizing the potential for happiness in the future. It's about finding a balance between honoring the past and embracing the present, between remembering what we've lost and cherishing what we still have. And most importantly, it's about realizing that while these experiences may shape us, they do not define us. We are not simply the sum of our losses, but also the sum of our resilience, our capacity for love, our ability to heal and grow. Death and divorce may change us, but it's up to us to decide whether that change is for the better. And the journey forward, though challenging, is a testament to our innate ability to adapt, to survive, and ultimately, to thrive.